Mic check, microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Here we go, folks. Certainly, glad to be here. Just wanted to do a kind of a waiting room. I'm kind of stealing this idea from Reforged Gaming. I'm not gonna be here. If I'm reading this right, I'm gonna turn on my PlayStation here. Give me a moment here to turn this on, and we're gonna see. I think if I read the time correctly, I can't start playing Gears until 11 a.m. I believe that was the time. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, and I'm just double checking here. They just go to the countdown clock here. If you have a PlayStation, you know what I mean. They have that little counter next to it. Um, Here we go. Yep, 2 hours and 10 minutes away. So that's the countdown, and I don't think you all know. Shout out to all you all who are here now. The ones that will be listening later. I don't think you all know how big a deal this is. Gears of War is one of the it's one of the staples of Xbox. It is the one of the holy grail games. I call them. We already have Forza. Halo is allegedly going to be announced, and apparently today on Helldivers 2, you will be able to use the ODST skins. Apparently, I don't know if that's true or not. But if you don't know, Gears releases today on on PlayStation. Helldivers 2 and only Sony only online game. We know what they're doing with their always online games. They're going to all platforms. That's MLB The Show, Fair Games, I was gonna say the Halo game. My goodness, the Bungie game is going over there. So and Herman Holtz, we can talk about real fast what he said about how they cleaned up. I can say they cleaned up. They just went into a little more detail on what they thought expanding audiences means, and so I thought that was pretty funny how they literally say right there to your face. But I've got it. We call it the Souls game. That would be Lost Souls Aside. And also, I forgot Shinobi. Shinobi's got extremely strong views if you want to play that game. But yeah. So but if you have Gears digitally on PlayStation, you're at 2 hours and roughly 2 hours and 8 minutes now. So that's looking like 11 o'clock for me. Yeah. So that was right. Well, that gives me time to go down to the UPS store. So I won't be here all day long. Let me check something here. I'm just gonna do a little basic check here, but I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a like in the chat. Big shout out to Porter Rock with that upload that he did yesterday. Let's see here. Oh, hold on, what's this? Hold on, I'm just checking something real fast. And bear with me here a minute or two. I'm just gonna put checking something out here. Alrighty then. Um, all right, just gonna get a time right there. All right, so I can be here with you guys for about roughly about 45 minutes, give or take. So so yeah, shout out to you all for being here. Being here, you know, you all are always here. Big shout out to you all. Make sure you leave a like. Actually, let me give a big shout out to the chat here. El Nini in the house. Shout out to you. He's here. He says he's purchased Gears twice, digitally and physically. I will keep the physical seal and pass it on to your grandkids. Oh wow, there you go. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are doing that. Um, let's see here. PlayStation Tokyo Game Show September. Correct. Yeah, that is and there Sony is gonna it's gonna be a lot of games there. But if you're worried about Sony, they're gonna have Ghost of Yote there, and I thought they had one more game confirmed. Maybe Lost Souls Aside. That's coming out in a few more days, and also Metal Gear, I believe, is today. A lot of people may be already playing Metal Gear. I believe. So let me double check here. Delta PS5 release. It's August 28th, but if you bought the deluxe edition, hopefully I'm saying that correct. If you bought the deluxe edition, you can play it today. And I know one guy will be watching play this game is MBG, the YouTuber MBG. He's ecstatic about this game. This is one of his favorite game series, and he's ecstatic with it. Let's see here. So there's releases on the, but I believe you can play it today. I believe you can play today. So, see, Insider Gaming has it. Here's their start times. I hope so. Okay, so the 27th, Pacific Daylight Time, 1600. That's 4 o'clock, I believe. Central Daylight Time can play it at 6 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, and it looks like 7 p.m. Eastern Time. BST British is zero time. And in Australia, for all you Aussies out there that are listening, is 0900 or 9 o'clock. So it is what it is. So, but I do believe if you buy Snake Eater, if you buy the deluxe edition, you can play it today. I believe it is today. So why is the Scottish flag blocked? It's showing up. I don't know what you mean. So it's there. Corey says he bought Shinobi. Shout out to Corey Massey. Bought Shinobi. Gears is a wait for sale type game. You had Gears pre-order but refunded it. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean that's nothing wrong with that. I still haven't bought Madden yet. I'm playing the 10-hour trial. I think I don't have a ton of time left. I've won. I'm using the Bengals, and it is unfair. It is unfair to have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins out there. They are both so good that I just can't. I have it on default. I have everything on default except and you can actually do a weekly summary with your defensive coordinators and stuff like that, and you can set your defense up. But which is actually new. See, technically that's not new. That's happened before, but it is nice to see in this game. But Cleveland started, and this is what they started. This is the regular season for the Bengals. It's my first game. Cleveland started Shadur Sanders, and I sacked him 7 times because, like Shadur Sanders, if you don't know this, he holds the ball too long. He did in college. They've got that in the EA game, but he's holding that ball way too long. You also, and I didn't know this, your college players are now being paid. So now you can put that draft. Again, you couldn't do it. Last year, this didn't work, I don't believe. You had to go in and find people, which they have done. Like on EA, they have these mods. Even on console, you can go in and put the college draft in. You can also, and you can set Madden 25 up like that to do that. But now Madden 26 here, so why would you do it, right? So, let's see here. Lady Gamer says, "Oh, good morning, Lady Gamer. Shout out to you." And let's see here. Today and Thursday for Metal Gear. But yeah, I thought, Corey, that you could play it 2 days ahead of time if you bought like the special edition. El Nini says you or yo. So yeah, that's my line, El Nini. Yo. Alexandra E. Trump National Guard in city. Yeah, well, it worked in D.C. You have to wait and see how it's implemented in all these other cities. But yeah, the crime has just gotten to a point where business owners are complaining to their local government, and their local government's not doing anything. And there's a whole lot of other political reasons for it. So just not gonna get into it on this podcast. Maybe on another podcast later on. So I have a poll up. Pause. Which are you buying? I have Gears of War for the PS5, Helldivers 2 for Xbox, Lost Souls Aside for PC, or Shinobi. Well, I want to say this right now. PlayStation has all these games, okay? PlayStation, by Friday, any of these games, if you're buying them, they will be on PlayStation. So, I don't know, Shinobi may not be till next month, but I'm not sure. Somebody can put that in the chat. Um, but if you have a PlayStation 5, you can play all these games. Okay, this just I don't if you didn't know, if you did not know, you can play all these games. So, but Helldivers 2 on Xbox. I'm tempted. Let me check that. Let me see if I can get those skins right now because I'm not sure. Where's it? Oh, here we go. I'm not sure. It's not even Helldivers is not even showing up. Nobody wants to play Delta Force. See, this is why I don't like playing those type of games. Okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm checking to see. Oh, we still have H1Z1 we can play. See here, Helldiver. Okay, so here's Helldivers 2 installed. I'm just gonna see if the Halo skins are available. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing right now. That's why I'm kind of paused out. Here's an update. So let me go ahead and update the game. Of course, it's gonna come on. So. And let's see here. PlayStation Studios. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Make sure you vote in that poll. Looks like a lot of you all so far behind Lost Souls Aside and Gears. This is one of those games. This is why people have asked me why I stopped following JTech, and this is one of the subjects he talked about was Arrowhead and Sony buying Arrowhead, and he's talking to you all like Sony has this ability to go in and just buy everything. So, okay, so there's my ship, the Hammer of Dawn. I'm just gonna go over to my board here. So here's all these things pop up here. That's what if you can hear that, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna go over here to the board here. Let's go to Armory. Let's go to Character. Booster. No boosters. Career. Weaponry. Let's see here. Yeah, I want a different weapon than that. Oh man, come on. Where is it? Wait a minute. See, I don't have a whole lot of weapons. Ooh, it's got an old school marksman rifle. That's new. I'll add that. And I will add the submachine gun. Okay. Got the throwable. Yeah, I got got that. It says 3, but I only see 2. Let's see. Let me go back here. Armory. There we go. Armory. There it is. All right. I'm checking this. What am I doing? I'm checking to see if the Halo stuff is on here yet. I'm not. I don't know when we can get it, but we're supposed to be able to get it today. So, but there is new armor on here. I'm seeing. I do like the Juggernaut armor. So, yeah. No, I don't see it yet. Well, let's check the Halo helmet. Let's check the helmets. No, I do not see the helmet either. All right, so I don't know when that's supposed to happen, but it's supposed to happen today. So, all right then. Well, we'll go back. We'll pop back out here, and it's still downloading. It's still updating. So, 7 minutes, 6 minutes left for this update. So who knows? Maybe the update now. But all right then. Lady Gamer, you say you're fine. You're okay, but try. Is that tired due to your meds? That's what that means. So, you can play Metal Gear today for the lesser is deluxe. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, Shinobi Corey saying released at midnight for PS5 deluxe. All right, so you can see what they're doing and how much is the deluxe edition of these games. Is the deluxe edition more money? Let's see here. How much is the Metal Gear Deluxe Edition for PS5? I'm just Deluxe Edition. Yeah, here it is. PlayStation. I can go to the PS Store. See, it's $79, so it's $80 for that game. So you pay $80 for that game right now, and you all think that Grand Theft Auto is not going to be $100 for the early editions? Okay, alrighty. So, Lady Gamer says J-Tech blocked me on Twitter. Plus, I don't. I mean, yeah, you don't care. That's the main thing. I mean, he may have blocked me, but I stopped following him. I didn't block him. I just muted him because of the stupidity that was coming out of his mouth. I couldn't take the stupidity anymore. That's just me. It's the way I'm wired. So, let's see here. Summer moves. Box office hero. I don't understand that. Party up on Helldivers. Yeah, well, again, that's up to you guys. And and Delta Force. Yeah, Delta Force was free. So I downloaded it. I'm like, is anybody playing it? And people were like, nah, not playing it. Okay. And again, I understand, you all rather play single-player games. But, yeah, I want people to know, because I have a channel, that we can always squad up. So, yeah, shout out to everybody that got that game. If you want to squad up, we can squad up. Monty White says, if Helldivers 2 sell better than Gears Reloaded on Xbox, you'll be very telling for Xbox, because we know their own games don't sell well on its console. I had Helldivers 2. Yeah, I bought Helldivers Day 1 myself on PlayStation. I know a lot of people bought it on Steam and Epic Store. I think it's on Epic Store. So it is sold very well. It will be interesting to see how it sells on Xbox. I think they can do, you gotta understand, even if it sells 50,000 copies, which I'm sure to sell more than that, all that money for Sony for Sony, it's about expanding and getting more money in their pockets. And again, you can look at their stock if you have stock. Hold on, what the hell is that? Somebody's outside doing the. All right. It's like a giant bee is outside the door. But you can the way Sony's stock is maneuvering, you can see that Sony's stock is going up. So and remember, they were in junk status about half a decade ago. So let's see here. Lady Gamers, J-Tech has been doing some copyright and strike on YouTube channel for 2 years. Oh, and people have been. Oh, okay, yeah. I heard about that. I mentioned that last podcast. When he started misusing the word woke, that's when he lost you. Yeah. I mean, again, and I want to make this clear. That's no attack on him. I just couldn't take it as far as the misinformation he was putting out. So, yeah, if you don't know this, Sony nor Microsoft nor Nintendo nor any company, according to the SEC, can just show up and buy your company. You have to do your due diligence. Look what Sony did with what's the name of that one game? You all love that game, Bloodborne and Elden Ring. That company, From Software, the company that owns From Software, Sony just didn't say, well, we're going to buy your company and here's the money. Sony did their due diligence. There's certain processes you have to go through. Like Sony can make an initial offer, which is what they did. Because they liked the offer, they opened up the books. Jesus Christ, what are they doing out there? All right. But yeah, so when he was saying that they should have bought Arrowhead, it's like J-Tech, they can't. This is for you all. They can't just show up to buy Arrowhead, or they just can't show up to buy certain things, and then that company say, "No, we're okay being independent." Okay, fine. That's fine. I mean, but what Sony was able to do is the same thing they did with Insomniac with Spider-Man, which is they licensed their IP to be made by Arrowhead, and Arrowhead made a hit game. What Sony did do with Insomniac, they did the same thing, except Layton approached them about us becoming part of SIE, and they did. Now, who's to say they didn't do that? Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they did do that with Arrowhead, but Arrowhead said no. Which is their right to say no. They have their own board of directors. They have their own CEO, CFO. They have their own president. So they have the right to do that. So Corey Message is number one. Arrowhead has a popular game now, but Helldivers 1 was a massive flop. Okay. Fun, but it was a flop. Number two, why buy a company when you own the IP with their success ratios? I don't disagree with you, Corey. So that makes what you just said makes me like if I am on an acquisitions team, excuse me, if I'm on an acquisitions team, and that's exactly what I bring up during a talk. You know, when we have that opening, I'm sure you've been in those type of rooms. When they are talking about acquiring things, it's like, okay, well, this studio here is had a game that didn't do well, but for us, the game that we licensed to them, we made a good call. We now it says this game is updated. So let me go ahead and installing the update. I'm just gonna see what it has. I don't know what we're gonna do here. You have a feeling why Halo stuff is on Helldivers 2 because you think Halo will come. Yeah, I do too. I don't disagree with that. But for me personally, when you buy Helldivers, it will give you the chance to name your ship. And I named my ship Hammer of Dawn. Like that name was available at the beginning. So I'm like, how in the world can I name my ship Hammer of Dawn? That's the name of the device that's used on Gears of War, that the satellites they use when they're blowing up the big old thing that comes out of the ground. That's called the Hammer of Dawn. I should not be able to use that because that is that let's see what acquisition. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Legendary War Bond. Let's see here. All right, yeah, it is here. It's here, but I need a Legendary War Bond. It says I can buy the Legendary War Bond. Confirm purchase. You're about for 1,500. Let me see if it lets me do it. Yeah. All right. So in order for me to get it, I have to buy War Bonds. All right. Now, all right. So let me go. I'm just gonna see how much it would cost me to get it. Hold on. All right. So it would cost me $20. If I'm looking at this right with super credits, it would cost me $20 to get it if I'm looking at it right. So what you do if you don't have Legendary War Bonds, you go to the Armory here. Where was it? All right, here's Armory. Go to. I just did it. Hold on. Oh man, how did I do it? Go to Armor. Let's see here. Let's go back again. Anyway, you go there. You go to the Armory. Then you hit select. How did I just do that? Now I can't do it. Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, I like that cape right there. I'm gonna equip that purple cape. No, I like this one more. But as you go into your Armory and you go into your War Bonds and see here. All right, so you hit. No, that's not working either. So, all right, but it is there. If you buy the War Bond, you go to acquisition, hit the square button. All right, that's what it is. Hit the square button, acquisitions. We were just talking about that. You go to War Bonds, and I've got like none. I can get something. I can get a new explosive handshake. I can get the, I don't know what this is. I can get a different Hell Pod, looks like. It gets optimized. Shout out to my Hell Pod. I can get a engineer helmet. These are just things I can get right now. I can get a hug, and the rest of this is locked. I don't have enough War Bonds. But it's under Legendary War Bonds if you're interested in it. If you're interested in it. So, yeah, I don't have enough currency to buy any. My character is Poe, P-O. So in order for me to buy the super credits, I don't know if that means if that's the War Bonds. I'm not going to do that, but okay, there we go. Let's see here. You hate bees because I got hurt by one of them years ago. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, they do suck. So, Alini says Silent Hill next month. Oh, Chronos and Metal Eden. Yeah, Metal Eden looks. I'm keeping an eye on that game. Keep an eye on Metal Eden. So, let's see here. But yeah, I did not know that so the fact that they had licensed that Microsoft had already licensed that name, you were talking about some copyright stuff earlier. The fact that Microsoft had licensed that, and remember the Warthog was on that game. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna buy the. I mean, I worked my way up to get the Legendary War bonds. I'm not gonna buy it. Shout out to you all. We're not doing a dono war for Legendary bonds. So we're not doing that, all right? So somebody just emailed me that. No, I'm not going to do it. So, but yeah, there you go. So don't be surprised it's starting today, right now. It looks like physically right now you can go ahead and get that stuff. Plus Ultra's in the house. Shout out to your brother. So let's see here. Shinobi was $36. This from Corey, $36 for deluxe edition with plus and $40 without. The standard edition is $28. With PS Plus or 30. All right, that's not a bad. That's not a bad price. Nintendo Direct, Metroid Prime. Okay, yeah, everybody knew that was coming. Lady Gamer in the house says just waited for Sony to announce Bungie under. Pretty much it's happened. They probably won't announce it to the next quarter, to the end of the year. It's their end of the year quarter, their Q quarter, they would say. Don't think PlayStation is in the market to purchase any studio. Well, they're always looking, but yeah. No. I'm not talking about they should buy what they shouldn't buy. I'm talking about what they've done is somebody was saying, one of your favorite YouTubers was saying that they should have bought Arrowhead. And it's like they just can't. And again, it's the reason why. It is because he wants them to keep games. Oh, he's still console warring. That's why. I mean, again, let me make this clear. Sony, if they had a meeting and they say we can make, and they did a price study, and they said if we put Helldivers on all these other platforms, we have the potential to make this amount of money. And what they're doing is that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. So, okay. It is what it is. So now they're like, oh, okay, well, we will expand our MAU. Now, some people took them expanding their MAUs as to, well, they're going to be putting their single-player games on other platforms. The answer to that is no. No, that got answered day before yesterday when they actually made a announcement. So, yeah. We'll see. Also, 60 frames no lag tonight. 60 frames no lag. Let's see here. There we go. I'm trying to find this picture here. Trying to find the picture here for you. So, yeah. So you just can't show. All right. Let me see if I have this. I can put this up. So here's our new thumbnail for 60 frames no lag. See if I can put this up here for you guys. Let's see if you all like it. Let's see here. Let me come back over here. My brain is still waking up here. Just bear with me here. There's this. We'll go to screen capture. See if you all like it. There it is. That's our new thumbnail. So that was done by SPR. Shout out to him for doing this. He went full South Park. Yeah, but that's our new one that I think Porter Rock's breaking out today. So hopefully you all like that. You know, you all think that is entertaining. Are you not entertained? Insomniac Games was the best pickup. Yeah, I think Insomniac did well. Yeah, so far out of the PS4 things that they bought, but then they buy like a whole bunch of studios. We still waiting to see Blue Point. I think Housemarque has done well. Do you all not think Housemarque has done well? Just asking. Housemarque has done well. You know, Monty White says PlayStation don't need to buy studios at this point. They have default marketing rights. Yeah, I mean, if you all don't know this, it seems like every time I turn around, PlayStation has the marketing rights. I mean, that's what it seems like. I'm not 100% sure on a lot of these games, but somebody can double check with Metal Gear. I know that, of course, they have Lost Souls aside, but yeah, they have Lost Souls aside. They have Helldivers 2. I don't know about Shinobi, so of course Gears, Microsoft. Come on now. Lady Gamer says she can't do the horror games. Yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on Silent Hill F, but yeah, we'll see. Tencent own a percentage of Arrowhead. Yeah, and so Sony would have had to buy Arrowhead and either shared it with Tencent or tried to buy Tencent out. Again, this is why I've said multiple times that a lot of these people you all are listening to don't know what the hell they're talking about. All right, make sure you vote. The Gears of War poll is up there. Gears of War Helldivers 2, Lost Souls of Sire, Shinobi. Shinobi is up to 11%. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys with the 11%. Lost Souls is up to 32%. So I can see what you all are buying. If you're an Xbox fan, are you buying Helldivers 2? That's 4%. So it looks like you all are, some of you all are going to buy it. 3 to 4% are going to buy it. So Sony is in a lawsuit with Tencent at the moment. Yeah, over that Horizon copy game. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Monty White again says people got to understand that PlayStation and Xbox are in two different positions. Had the PlayStation console been in a some of the Xbox, yes, all their games would go elsewhere. Yeah, well, again, and you need to understand that Sony is more of a hardware company, and that's the problem, is that people keep forgetting that Sony's a hardware company and Microsoft is a software company. They have two different views on what's going on. So now, is Sony going to be a little bit looser with its IPs? Yeah, they're doing that with their multiplayer IPs. So you think PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation has Battlefield 6. Yeah, that is because Microsoft owns Call of Duty and can't have marketing rights to both Call of Duty and Battlefield. But Battlefield used to do it. So Hero Down Under bought. He said, shout out to Hero Down Under, says he bought all 3 of the Gears, Lost Souls. Oh, he's flexing. He bought Gears, Lost Souls, and Metal Gear. Yeah. I think a lot of people are doing that. Not me. Not I, said the Fly. So marketing, Ghost of Yote, September, October. Yeah, well, Ghost is their game. And the console wars are over. 100%. You were right, 100%. So, but yeah, I mean, so if you don't know, we're in the Gears of War waiting room. I wanted to show you all that. I think that's pretty damn funny myself. So hopefully you all like that screen. Put a 1 in the chat if you like the screen, that new thumbnail the SPR made for 60 frames, no lag. So I just wanted to show that to you all. And so yeah, let me go back over here. And I'm trying to find that article. Not an article. Somebody had on Twitter. Let's see here. I am not finding it. Off your bingo fan, Trey Henderson signed. MBG, he puts out Gears of War Reloaded. He made this yesterday. Says Gears of War, this is the most significant Xbox release on PlayStation to date, a historical moment many thought could never happen. Are you buying it? Yeah. I mean, again, that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. Is you all, I don't know how old you guys are, and if you were around when the 360 was out. Gears of War coming to PlayStation is monumentous. It is like Uncharted going to Xbox. It is like Uncharted's going to Xbox. So. Let me see here. I might have found it. Hold on. No, that's not it. Hold on. No, that's not it. So, but if you don't know, Herman Holtz came out and talked about Sony engagement. He broke down that meant anime, movies, TV shows, theme park rides, and crossover events. So I do believe, like you have Astrobot in Metal Gear. That's a crossover event. That is Sony. That is Sony marketing their game within the game, or a crossover event. So you also have a major crossover event with Helldivers 2 with the Halo Spartan stuff. That is a crossover event. You have the Square Enix and Capcom. Those are two competing companies with their, was it Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy? I can't remember what that was, but that's a crossover event. That's a crossover event. So I do believe you will see more of that. All right, it going on with Sony. So they're selling like things within the game. So so the fact it drops to 50 FPS at all is the scam. At Porter Rock had this up the other day. So Paul. So now I'm trying to find the video of Metal Gear running on a 5080. So let me see here. Metal Gear Delta 5080 performance. Let's see here. Well, we can use Destin's thing. Let's see here. Well, no, we're not going to use his thing because he's on some crazy time. So we're at Giraffe's benchmarks. I'm just going to go ahead and let's see here. So at 1080p, I'm trying to get you all a 1080p native. It's running 60 frames per second. Let's see here. Now 1440p. Now again, they've turned on DLSS, so they're not even running this natively. So 14. All right, sorry. This is 1440p native DLAA. He's starting to have some frame rate drops already. He's down in the 50s, 55. Let's go to medium settings. Now he's gonna go to medium. Oh, hold on, was that low set? No, he's in medium settings. Oh man, yeah. Here's what they're talking about. Here's what they were talking about. Now this is medium settings. Hold on, where was it at before? All right, so 1080p ultra settings on a 5080 is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. So let's see here. So medium settings, it's starting to drop. Hold on here. So he goes from he goes to medium settings, and you all can see this yourself. I'll put this up on the screen for you. Oh man, hold on. Let me go back over here. So can I turn on my mic a little bit? Yeah, there we go. That's as high as my microphone will go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Let's see here if I can figure this out here. Screen capture, so you all can see it. And so let me put this up here for you. There it is. So this is 4K native DLAA, medium settings. Look at your FPS drop. This graphics card, this is the 5080. This is a 5080. So now here's 1080p. So it doesn't struggle at all at 1080p. I want you to look up here. 1080p, native DLAA, ultra settings. Now 1080p, that's a, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing. I have a PC, nothing wrong with 1080p. All right. So, but I want you all to see that. So at 1080p ultra on a 5080, and again, this is just a reality check, okay? I'm not gonna play it. Now this comes from, shout out to the content creator Gerard. benchmarks. I will leave a link in the description here for this when I'm done. I have to go back in and put that in. I will gladly do it. So here's 1440p. You can see right here. This is if you have a PC, this is what it looks like on the inside of the graphics card. So this is what it looks like. So he's got the display, I believe, is what monitor he has. He's got it on full screen. He's got it at 1440p. That's the resolution. He's turned his VSync off. So you can see right here, he's running it at ultra. See here. He's running it ultra with an upscaler. See, resolution AA method. See, he's not. This is what cracks me up about these guys. They mock PSSR, but they're doing the same damn thing. So now here's medium settings, and then here's your frame rate drops. Wong 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 wong. And again, this graphics card is a 5080 graphics card. So let's see how much the 5080 costs. Okay, let's just go see how much a 5080 costs. Let's see here. There's that. Hopefully the mic is a little bit better. So we're gonna go find out how much a 5080 is. Okay. And 5080 GPU. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Look at it, people. Look at it. Now, this is just for your graphics card that's struggling with Metal Gear. It is struggling. Hold on. Let me go over here. Come on, Craig. Let me go here. So you all can see what you all are missing on your PCs. You know, if you buy a PlayStation 5, there you go, people. $1,200 for this graphics card. Oh man. There it is. And that's with all the color. That's got the lighting on it. Kono saying MSL praise $9.99. That's too much. You think Kojima is still Konami? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Can you imagine paying $1,200 just for this? Does not include anything else. All right, and you would probably have to get a different power source and everything. So you're looking at minimum, and you have to get a new CPU. So you're looking at minimum, probably about $1,800 to play that game. You all saw what it was doing. That's not me joking around about it. PC game. I have a PC. PC gaming is trash. And go ahead and get you that PS5. Go ahead and get you that Pro. All right, get you that Pro. And you don't have to worry about this anymore. So I'm just letting you know. You know, go ahead, get it, get her done. Let me look at one more thing here while I have you all here in a clapping mood. Just want to double check this time here before I have to go. And booyah. Okay, got it. All right, got it. So there we go. There we go. So, and so we'll go back over here to what you all were saying. So how many of y'all gonna line up and get that $1,200 graphics card? Like I said before, just you got a bunch of stupid MFers out here in the PC community. So, are you gonna be clapping Xbox whose cheeks on Gears today? Oh, yeah, there you go. See, I'll be playing a single-player game. So, I'll be playing a single-player game. Jimmy Leo says Gears was the only game he wanted on Xbox. Yeah, this is a big deal. This is a huge deal for gaming today. 50% of you all are buying. Helldivers is up to 9%. Lost Souls aside, again, all these games that are here, that are showing will be on PC and PlayStation, and Xbox is not getting Lost Souls aside. Not yet. I want to make that clear. Can Xbox go to China and make a deal with these Chinese developers? Absolutely. They absolutely can. So, so it doesn't mean anything. I don't want people screaming, what are you talking? No, I'm not console warring if I'm literally telling you that is what everything looks like right now. So that's what it looks like right now. So, plus, Ultra said we didn't struggle with Metal Gear. It was always regarding with greatness. I don't understand that. Monty White says these cars cost so much they should wipe the floor with these consoles. The cars should automatically optimize the games and everything. PSSR does it for cheap and comes complete. Well, yeah, depending on how they use it. Remember, the developer has to do the optimization. So let's see exactly what it is on PlayStation 5 Pro. Because I don't know. PS5, because I haven't bought the game. 5 Pro, Metal Gear Delta Performance. I'm just putting that in here. I'm not sure. So let's see here. It struggles to hit 60. Is what it's saying. Metal Gear Solid Delta runs worse on PS5 Pro than PS5. Okay. You might be better off playing the Metal Gear remake on base PS5. Metal Gear Delta's dismal PS5 support could use a rethink. Oh, there you go. So it's struggling too. It is struggling as well. So that Kotaku says it's struggled. Says some weird shortcomings. Of course, all this could be patched. But it's made some disappointing compromises. Again, on PC, you can adjust your graphical settings. I don't know if you can do that on console. So that would do it. That would do it for me. So I said it's struggling on PC. Yeah, it was at medium settings, but it's Unreal Engine. So it's the Unreal Engine. I had it up there for you all to see. So Sega or Capcom? Capcom for me, but that's just my opinion. It's my opinion. So let's see here. And then think of the card that you have to go buy in order for it to run. And then they're turning on an upscaler. My whole thing on this is that these PC clowns, they make fun of the PlayStation having an upscaler, but they're using their upscaler all the time. DLSS and DLAA are upscalers. So we'll put that up on the screen. What is DLAA? Deep learning anti-aliasing are okay. So it is an AI-powered technique developed by NVIDIA that aims to eliminate jagged edges in video games and video game graphics. So this is an upscaler. Unlike traditional anti-aliasing methods, or it's a denoiser, I should say. DLAA focuses solely on improving image quality without upscale. Okay, so I stand corrected. It's an image quality. Like I said, it's a denoising thing, thus maintaining the native resolution of the graphics. It is particularly useful for gamers who want higher levels of image quality without compromising performance. Okay, so that is DLAA. So DLA versus DLSS. Why did I just pull that up? Deep Learning Super Sampling, DLSS, enhances gaming performance by upscaling lower resolution images. This is what I meant, not DLAA. This is their upscaler that these guys are constantly turning on. So what they'll do is they'll drop the resolution to 800p. And then they will use, all right, so then they will say, well, I'm going to turn on DLSS. And DLSS will push that game up as high as it will. But the native resolution is 800p. So they're sourcing from 800p and they're moving the game up. So it's using an AI upscaler. That's what PSSR does. It's an AI upscaler. So it is what it is, people. Resident Evil 4 Village. So far, I like Village more, but that's just me. I was talking about it the other day. I have not finished. Who is Roger Jackson? Who was that? Rampage's son, Roger, he's being investigated? Okay. So, all right. Well, I mean, again, that looks like some MMA stuff. Not sure what to say about that. So, Yeah, Capono. I corrected that. DLA sounds like it's a noise. It reduces the noise in the background, which is fine for your graphics, getting rid of a lot of the crazy looking graphics edges. And DLSS is the upscaler. Yeah, yeah. So that guy was playing it with that denoiser on, and that thing was struggling. So, I mean, it was. So he was at I don't care that it's at 50. I want to make this clear. I don't care if it's at 50, but I would expect that out of a console because the console is cheaper. So I would expect the performance to be worse. What some, not all, what some of these guys are running around saying is that even though the console, you shouldn't buy the console at all and just go ahead and buy a graphics card. That's that again. That graphics card, you're gonna also, they're not telling you what kind of CPU they're running it on. See, they're conveniently leaving that out. When you buy a graphics card, you need, as Capono has said on this podcast before in the chat, you do need the better the graphics card, the better the CPU you need, and these guys conveniently leave that out. So what they're doing now is saying with a 5080 is $1,000 and the PS5 Pro is $750, buy the 5080. Okay, but how much is the CPU going to cost to make sure everything's balanced? See, they conveniently leave that out. And how much is the motherboard going to cost? How much are you going to have to pay for a new power source? You see what I'm saying? It's just they conveniently leave that out. So the House of the Dead 96 or I never played House of the Dead. So never played House of the Dead. Rampage Sun. Yeah, I just saw that. It looked pretty bad. Yeah. Ubisoft or EA. Wow. Ubisoft barely. EA's got some cool games though. EA makes the Star Wars games. They've got those 3 Star Wars games. I'm enjoying them. I got to get back into the Star Wars game I was playing. Power Supply. Yeah, they can be, again, that's why to me it's never been a 1-to-1 comparison, but these PC guys come out of nowhere and yeah, motherboard, power supply, memory, all that has to be recalculated now. So again, they conveniently leave that out, however, during the conversation. I find that interesting. So the 9800 X3 XD, okay. Let's see how much that costs. 9800. This is if you XD3 CPU. Let's just see how much it costs. Alrighty, we'll see. It's $479. You can get it at Best Buy. Well, there's a 78 one, the 78 XD. The Ryzen 7. Well, wait a minute. What about the Ryzen 9? Is that what you're talking about? Did I put in the right thing? You mean the Ryzen 9? They've got a Ryzen 9 9900 X3 12 core 24 thread 4.4 gigahertz for $600. So is that better? I'm just asking. You know, I'm trying to figure it out myself. So 2K for a great PC without a graphics card, game over. Yeah, we hadn't even. So the graphics card itself is $1,000. The CPU is $500, give or take. Give or take, baby, you get a deal. And then, so you're at $1,500. That doesn't include your power supply, your motherboard, or your memory, and buying the game. So that's you're at $2,000. Whereas at the PS5 Pro, you're at what, $750 right now? $750. So 98. Yeah, it's a Ryzen, but it said it had a 99. It said it had a 99. So Sony State of Play next month. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. So, but yeah, I stand correct on the DLAA. So what he was doing was he was cleaning up his image quality while running it at 1440p native. But you all saw when the settings, he was getting what he got at medium settings. He was having FPS drops. Again, I don't care that he's having that. It happens. But, he would have to turn on DLSS possibly to help him with his FPS. So, like I said, this it's sloppy. Gears of War being bought is now at 49, roughly 50%. Yeah, Lost of Society stayed. Everything else is at 9%. So yeah, it looks like you all now. How many of you all are buying all three? I know one person said they're buying all three. Yeah, NGD8 says that Capcom is king. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. So Sony Studios or Microsoft Studios? Well, right now, Microsoft Studios is putting all their games on Sony's platform. So it is what it is. Did anybody buy Hellblade 2? Anybody buy Hellblade 2? And then, we're getting Starfield next year, the game of the generation, Starfield, in the game of the gen. So yeah, just so you know. So, see here, Metal Gear Performance 5080. Let's see here. Oh man. Now if I try to play it on my PC, this is still the same guy. Low settings. Let's see what it would do on my PC. This is the 3060. Oh man, it's already struggling. So yeah, that's no good on my PC. So that is no good on my PC. So, oh man, down to 40% on the 3060. Oh man. Oh, it jumped back. It's weird. It jumped up to 60 all of a sudden. So it looks like when there is really nothing going on, it's close to 60. Oh man. Not good on that. And that is 1080p low graphic settings. Oh man. See what happens when it goes up to, now here he is using DLAA. And it's even worse. Oh man, this is terrible. Let's see here. Now he's got on DLSS. Now it's main again. Because I believe the way DLSS works is that and that's better. That is better. So that is, and now he doesn't say what kind of CPU he has, or does he? Yeah, I do not see where he's put down. He has a, he doesn't say. He does not say. So, yeah, he does not say. So, And let me ask you all this: is now on the 4060 low settings is maintaining 60, but that is low settings. Oh man, that is 1080p native DLAA. He went up to medium. This is the 4060. He is dropping into the high. Low 40s. Oh man, this is terrible. This is terrible. Terrible. Let's see here. That's at medium graphic settings. Now he's at 1080p, and that's a little bit better on the 4060. There's just, oh man, I would be so mad if I had a PC playing this game. But I mean, the game itself looks like Metal Gear. I mean, it literally looks like Metal Gear. So, well, that's interesting. It's struggling. That's a struggling thing. So, see here. To be fair, the PS5 Pro needs a $1,200 OLED TV. Well, no, it doesn't. I don't have that, and it's fine. So I don't have a $1,200 TV. I don't have one. The TV I want is down to $899. So, and yeah, we didn't include the monitor. What if you need to have an OLED monitor? I don't have a dog in the fight, Capono. I'm just saying I'm tired of the double standard. But an OLED, does this say I get a 1440p OLED monitor? I'm just going to see how much it costs let's just give it 144 hertz. Yeah, you're looking at about $600. That's 144 hertz. So, yeah, this is the LG 27-inch Ultra Gear OLED QHD 1440p. $599, and it is on sale. It's normally $999 or $899.99. Like I said, that's roughly what I'm looking at. I can use a firm to do it for $55 a month. I don't want it that bad. So, it's got all this stuff. Display HDR, True Black 400. It's got all that on there. G-Sync, NVIDIA is supported. AMD FreeSync is supported. So, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I don't have that. I don't have a $200 TV. I mean, my TV was $1,000. That's $1,000. G. That's true. That is true. But you don't need that Capono to enjoy it. So it's and again, we didn't even talk about monitors at all. I didn't even mention monitors. So, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2, I thought was the better game. Last of Us 2 is one of the best games I've played. It's one of the best games I've played. Now, I don't know about the new update with it where it lets you play it in chronological order. I don't know how that works. But I've already gotten to the Ferris wheel and took out Abby's friends and the pregnant girl. I did that already. I'm not going to go back and replay it in chronological order. I don't know how that would work. So, I mean, in theory, it would start, I guess, with Abby, with her dad in the wood. I mean, I'm just, you know, I don't know. So, Sony Pictures and SIE Entertainment. Yeah, again, what they're doing is, as far as what they're doing is they're wanting their games to cross over. And again, because of Fallout success, because of The Last of Us success, they are making a Mass Effect TV show. Again, I don't know how it's going to be different from The Expanse, but The Expanse did well. So, and that Expanse video game, a lot of us in the Mass Effect community, we're looking forward to that game. We're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to Order 8020 or 2080, whatever it was called, or whatever that game is called. We're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to Exodus. I mean, we're just waiting on more information. We've got more information about the Expanse game than anything else. Let's see. Let's see. The Expanse video game, Orisis Reborn. It's supposed to come out. Let's see here. Release date. Boy, I need to finish what I'm typing. Oh, well, damn. No, that's not it. It's from Owlcat Games. It's just on oh man, it ain't even available. I can put it on a wish list. Oh man. Yeah, but it looks interesting. Looks like it's gonna be a cool game. They do have a new showcase up about the locations, if you all don't know. But again, my first choice is not to play on PC. It's not my first choice. So, they think they can hate Ubisoft all they want, but at the end of the day, they're a business. Yeah, everybody knows that. The Last of Us 2 made big men cry. Yeah, it did, didn't it? You're right about that. I've never seen so much bitching and moaning from grown-ass men in my life. I agree. Twisted Metal's on Peacock. Yeah, HBO. Yeah, they're doing Zelda. Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of what they're talking about. Then there's supposed to be an anime, which I thought Mass Effect was going to be an anime. I thought, or a cartoon. I thought they could probably do a good cartoon with Mass Effect. You know, get the same voice actors and actresses to come back and just, you know, and in essence, redo the game, but on a cartoon. So it would have to be a 12-episode cartoon. You know, episodic, maybe an hour per cartoon. It'd be a big cartoon, but they could do it. Excuse me. You're a Konami guy. There you go. There you go. I like that. Made big men cry. I like that. Yeah, they sure did. So did Assassin's Creed. That made grown men cry as well. So, Alien for Alien Earth is today. Yeah. Excuse me again. Hold on. I will be watching that here shortly. So I am going to have to get off here shortly, though. I'm just reading your questions because I do need to go take. I ordered something from Amazon and it was wrong, so I have to take it back to the store. So I'm taking it back. By golly, I'm taking it. And then when I come home, I'll be able to play Gears. That's what I'll be doing. So because the store, make sure my UPS store is open. That's where it says to take it. Yeah, it is open near me. I mean, that is not near me. What the hell? Yes, it is open now. So I need to be heading out here pretty soon. So, any other questions or comments? Looks like a lot of y'all. Let's go ahead and shut the poll down. Helldivers is now up to 11%. There you all go. Looks like it's going to have it, but you can see right here the poll is complete. Gears won 47%. Lost Souls is up to 33%. 33%. Shinobi came up to 8, and Xbox guys are getting Helldivers. There you go. There you go. Yeah, good point, Alexander E. The Division is a TV show as well. Yeah. Capono says, I'm always going to say, play the games wherever you want. It's fun. It's not that cruel. I don't disagree with that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's been around since the 90s. What is it? Late 80s, early 90s. So, and, so we'll have to wait and see how these games are. But I was just told Mass Effect wouldn't come out to maybe 2020, late 2027. They're not going to start filming till 2026. They'll wrap production in late 26. It'll come out in 27. Terrible. All right, then, guys, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to get on off here. Gears of War 6 or 2. Gears of War 2 is one of the best games ever made. Gears of War 2, Mass Effect 2, The Last of Us Part 2, those sequels, Uncharted 2, all those sequel games have been tremendous. Tremendous. All right, guys, I do have to bounce. I do have to get off here. I do appreciate you all. Love it. You all make sure you play your games. I will be streaming Gears here in about another hour and 15 minutes, guys. So make sure you check that out. And we are out of here.